In a corner of the Atlantic, there where the sun sparkles on the crystal clear water, we find the Canary Islands. To the north is Lanzarote, perhaps the most special of them all. And here is Teguise, my home. One fine day when I was a child, some friends surprised me whilst I was fishing in Famara. That's right, there below the cliffs where the waves break and the foam is whiter. I didn't know them then, but right from the start, I knew that we were going to be friends. They came and were amazed by the majesty of the place. I played guide and explained to them where we were, at the feet of the Risco de Famara cliffs. Looking up, we realized just how small we were, and we began to walk along the shore of Lanzarote's most spectacular beach. From there we could see La Graciosa Island, and at the end of the beach, the town of La Caleta de Famara. The views were spectacular. For me, this is Mother Nature's most beautiful mirror. In La Caleta, we strolled through the streets and were greeted by its friendly people. But looking back at Famara, I told them that this huge beach wasn't the only one in Teguise, and I recommended that they cross over to the other coast. On the eastern coast of Teguise sits the village of Las Caletas, and alongside it is one of Lanzarote's most important tourism areas, the Costa Teguise. It has beautiful beaches of crystal clear water, such as El Ancla, Playa Bastian, and El Jablillo. A little further to the north, the wind attracts intrepid windsurfers, who sail back and forth between the beaches of Las Cucharas and Los Charcos, where many international championships have taken place. The beach of Las Cucharas is in the center of the Costa Teguise, where most of the tourist facilities are to be found. 4- and 5-star hotels, restaurants serving local and international cuisine, boutiques, shopping galleries, supermarkets, attractions, and everything visitors could wish for. Here the little ones love every moment, whilst adults can find peace and tranquility whenever they need it. On the Costa Teguise, there is a wide variety of sports on offer. Water activities like scuba diving, windsurfing or kite surfing, as well as racket sports and many others, such as cycling, trekking or running along the attractive paths. Here, golf fans can enjoy a fantastic 18-hole golf course each and every day. At night too, the fun is guaranteed, and there are many places to have a drink whilst listening to some great music. Another day, I was bathing at El Charco del Palo when I bumped into my friends again. They couldn't believe that such an unspoilt and peaceful place existed. We took my bike to Guatisa, where my friends saw more cacti than they'd ever seen in their lives. We stopped off in the prickly pear plantations, and I explained to them how important they were to us. The most important things aren't the plants themselves, but these little whitish insects that are used to make a natural dye, which is highly prized in the cosmetics industry. Finally, we arrived at the Cactus Garden, one of the island's most popular tourist attractions, created by Cesar Manrique. This space of over 5,000 square meters houses more than 1,000 different cacti. At the top, there's a windmill, where toasted grain is ground to make a special flour known as gofio, a typical Canary Island ingredient that we use in many different recipes. Climbing up to Los Valles, we saw the mills in the wind farm, the heirs of Lanzarote's long-standing tradition of harnessing and making use of the power of the wind. Around the area of Teguise, we came across some pleasant views and discovered a wide variety of rural tourism on offer, in charming typical houses. I pointed out to them some of the towns they had yet to see, and some of the many hidden gems they had yet to discover: Tao, So, Muñeque, Caleta Caballo. My friends arrived in Nazareth and saw how the bowels of a mountain can be an incredible place to visit. They fell under the spell of the place and discovered firsthand the warmth of the people who live here. I also recommended a visit to Tiagua, which has an agricultural museum in which tradition, architecture and nature come together in perfect harmony. Its architecture dates back more than 200 years, and its displays remind visitors of Lanzarote's agricultural culture, as well as letting them enjoy a delicious local wine and a good homemade cheese. Mosaga is another little village with several rural tourism houses, and is an area which is almost totally dedicated to wine. It belongs to the spectacular La Jeria territory, where the ingenious way in which the vine growers protect their vineyards from the wind has made a very unusual landscape. The views from the imposing Teguise volcano are absolutely stunning.